Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam is also greeted by the angels. He has been seeing the angel already here on earth, Jibreel alayhi salam. But now he sees so many more of the angels, and they all greet him with a smile, an angelic smile. I have just come back from Indonesia, which is now in a state of destitution because of riba. Riba. You know what is riba? You rip them off. And their loss is your gain. So they live as slaves while you live in the comfort zone. I don't need to say any more. This is riba. But everywhere I went in Indonesia, I found the people who smile. And they smile so sweetly and so innocently. I said to myself, I wish I could smile like that. And I found them so gentle. They were so gentle. Not only women, the men as well. I said to myself, I wish I could be as gentle as that. Because this is a sunnah of Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. The angels smile at him to greet him. The way the Indonesians smile so sweetly. But there was one angel which did not smile. So he was puzzled. And he asked, who is that angel? And Jibreel alayhi salam, who was accompanying the Prophet, said, that is Malik, the angel in charge of guarding Jahannam, the entrance to Jahannam. Not even for you did he smile. And so a message is being sent that on that day, for those who are on the wrong path, there will be no smiles. And then Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam asked whether he could take a look at Jahannam. It is a vision. And Malik, Jibreel alayhi salam now gives instructions to the angel to open the cover of Jahannam. He doesn't say to him, would you be so kind as to lift the cover? No. Jibreel alayhi salam is muta'in thamma ameen. He's one to be obeyed. He gives an instruction, you must obey. So the angel lifts the cover. And as he lifts the cover, the flames shoot out of Jahannam. Something that should terrify us. Because this Isra and Miraj provides us with Islamic eschatology, the signs of the last day. And among these is the hadith in Sahih Bukhari, that 999 out of every 1,000 would enter into that hellfire. Only one for Jannah. When the flames subsided, he looked down into the hellfire and he saw many things, and he came back to tell us what he saw. We have time to mention only one. Only one. He said, I saw men with huge bellies, transparent, you could see. And there were snakes inside the belly. So he was astonished by this. And he asked, who are these men? And Jibreel alayhi salam responded and said, these are the men who consumed riba. Riba. Not even in Europe Not even in Europe was riba permitted. All of mankind, with small exceptions, all of mankind abhorred riba. Even the Arabs in Mecca, when the flood came and washed away the Kaaba, and they had to reconstruct it, they gave the order, we will not accept any riba money. And these are people worshipping idols made of wood and stone. And Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam cursed all four. And he said that they're all equally guilty. The one who takes riba, the one who gives riba, the one who records the transaction, and the two witnesses. What would you say if I were to say to you, and alhamdulillah, I have studied my subject. I want to tell you this, I have studied my subject. The this that we are using, that this is a vehicle of riba. Yeah. Yes. Because of this is one of the reasons why Indonesia is today enslaved. And Singapore is in the comfort zone. While Bangladesh is enslaved, and Pakistan is enslaved, and much of Africa is enslaved. While they live with 3 Mercedes-Benz parked in their garage. Riba. So these were men who consumed riba. The money lender does not always lend you money on interest, so he gets rich, because it is a guaranteed investment. Come rain or come sunshine, he gets his pound of flesh. No. That's one of the reasons why the money lender lends. The second reason is the money lender lends you on interest because he wants to lend you enough to ensure you cannot repay. And his loan on interest is actually meant to enslave you. And that is what they have done today. After the azan, we'll then proceed to say what else he experienced. Is there time for the azan now? Time? How many? 5 minutes?
7 minutes.
7. The Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam is then transported to be given a glimpse of Jannah. And in Jannah, among the things he saw was a beautiful girl in Jannah. Allah has said about the male and the female that they are garments to each other, they are inseparable. And so for all the things in the world, that which is dearest to a man is woman. And of all the things in the world that is dearest to a woman is a man. That's our way of looking at it in Islam. And once there is this intense attraction between the male and the female, this longing of the night for the day and the day for the night, not amongst the servants of Allah. Never, 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 never will you ever have this abomination of a man marrying another man. It is a disgrace for a civilization which promised so much and which gave to the world so much. And the world has benefited so much from modern Western civilization. We will never deny that. It is an abomination and a disgrace that this civilization should have been hijacked to now become the world's greatest oppressor. with blood on its hands and blood on its feet. Innocent children. And that this is the civilization that now gives us a marriage certificate of a man marrying another man. And so in Isra and Miraj, he's shown a beautiful girl. And he describes the beauty of this woman, this young woman. And then he returns to inform one of his companions that this is what Allah has provided for you in Jannah. This is not something that is sensual in an evil way. Because we want to preserve in Islam, preserve the attraction of the male for the female and the attraction of the female for the male. We mentioned only one thing for Jahannam and only one for Jannah. But you can do your homework and you can study and remember all the other things he saw. And then we are told that he was taken beyond the high sama to the Sidratul Muntaha. The Sidra is a low tree which has very large leaves, so it gives abundant shade. And elsewhere in the Quran, the tree occupies a significant place in the language concerning Jannah, the tree. The bird is also there, and the rivers are there in Jannah, indicating the trees and birds and rivers and mountains are not here on earth simply to be admired, but there is more to a tree for us than simply glancing at the tree. For example, Allah says in the Quran, وَاللَّهُ أَنْبَتَكُمْ مِنَ الْأَرْضِ نَبَاتًا. And Allah has caused you to grow forth from the earth like trees and plants. Trees are not all the same. There are some trees which are specially produced for delivering shade. And there are other trees which are ornamental trees for beauty. And there are other trees which are for timber, so furniture, and you can cook. And there are other trees which produce food and which produce fruit for your dessert. And there are other trees which produce medicine, and there are trees which give you your toothbrush. Similarly, human beings are not all the same. Inna sa'ayakum lashatta. Allah did not create you all the same. There are some of you who are like ornamental trees. And he mentions in the Quran women of such beauty who the men will get in heaven. He does not mention as much for the woman because of divine modesty dealing with women. But a woman can imagine what Allah has in store for me in Jannah. A man as handsome as Yusuf alayhi salam. So there are men and women who are like ornamental trees. And there are others who are like trees which are to produce timber. This is called different, I think the term in psychology is aptitude. People are of different aptitudes. And so we must look at trees and learn, and rivers and learn. And this is Sidratul Muntaha, a tree. And this tree is located there at the Arsh. Look where a tree is located. And so don't pass trees. Don't pass trees in an absent-minded way, but pause and look at a tree and learn from a tree.